Hey, Pokemon School Challenge Flex Club members, we have made it to week 3 and discussion number 3. Exciting. Our book is really moving along. So we're going to jump right in. We're not waste too much time talking about some things that happened. We are still in Rising Action, but this whole week is going to be about, how can I say, it's going to be about that Z move. It's going to be about all of that rising action, because these 3 chapters are totally about rising action. That means we're learning more about Ash. We're learning more about the different type of events that are happening. So let's just dive right in. Let's start with chapter 7. Okay, this was it. This was the big Z move. All right, so Ash has a battle with Tapu Koko. Yeah. And he was supposed to have a battle with Professor Cookie, but he didn't. So we learned a lot about Tapu Koko. And, I'm still thinking that Tapu Koko is this guardian Pokemon that is wanting to really choose Ash. And I guess we're going to have to read some more books to find out. But let's get Tapu Koko's in the forest, and I'm going to start on page 48. Before Ash could call a move, Tapu Koko dove forward, aiming right for Pikachu. The spirit guardian glowed with a bright, multicolored force when it attacked. It hit Pikachu on the head, and the little electric-type Pokemon tumbled backwards. Tapu Koko spun around and took aim again. Down, Pikachu, Ash cried. Pikachu ducked for cover. Now, let's show him what we can do, Ash directed. Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! Pikachu! The mouse Pokemon cried as it charged up. Pikachu's charge surrounded the spirit guardian, but when the power fizzled away, Tapu Koko still floated there unchanged. All right, everybody open to page 48. Pause the video, find your book, open to 48. Let's read this Z move battle moment. It didn't do a thing, Ash mumbled in disbelief. Tapu Koko just too strong, Kaiway suggested. When the spirit guardian rushed toward Ash, the young trainer shielded himself, but the powerful Pokemon stopped in front of him and gently brushed his wing against the Z ring. At its touch, the ring began to glow. All right, so Tapu Koko just brushes it gently, right? He's just like, here, look. You want me to use it. See, Tapu Koko is instructing Ash at this moment. Ash asked. Tapu Koko made a light whirring coo. Yeah, so Tapu Koko makes trills and now he makes coos. Those are all like bird sounds. The Z ring? An Electrium Z? He said softly. I have no idea how to do it, but I'll try. Okay, Pikachu, let's show our Z move. Ash took a stance and Pikachu got ready. Oh, Ash, Mallow murmured with concern. Can they do it, I wonder? Sophocles said. All right. Ash crossed his arms, and the Z-ring seemed to glow brighter. Pikachu stood up, balling its paws into mighty fists. They seemed to move with the same powerful strides as they geared up for their Z-move. At last, Ash called, Go, Pikachu! Pika Pika! The mouse Pokemon was determined. It zigzagged, tail flicking with energy, just as Ash thrust his clenched fist forward. Pikachu did the same. Here we go, Ash grunted. Full power now. A ball of brilliant electricity zapped from Pikachu's paw and zoomed toward Tapu Koko. The electric-type Z-move, Kawe gasped. That was Gigavolt Havoc, Professor Cookie confirmed. Wow. There we have it. Ash's Z-move, Gigavolt Havoc. So something happens to that crystal after that. All right, so Tapu Koko is like, hey, Ash, got this Z-ring. I gave it to you. Let's use it. But when he uses it, the crystal dissolves. Now, question, do you think he'll get another crystal? Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to find out. But chapter 7 continues this rising action. So we're kind of concluded the story about Tapu Koko and what his desire was of Ash. And his desire was really for Ash to understand he had the powers of this Z move. So let's jump into chapter 8. And chapter 8 is going to start right here with the questions. So chapter 8, kind of a short chapter. We get a Pokédex. It learns to talk. So right over here, I'm going to tell you, we have a Rotom Pokédex. All right, in Alola, there's a special variation of a Pokédex, which is rare even in that region. Its name is a Rotom Pokédex or Rotom Dex. This is a Pokédex inhabited by a Rotom who can speak directly to the player. Mind, it will only be given for Professor Cookie. Now, I think that this new Pokédex is going to travel with Ash for a while. So what do you think? Take a moment and think. Do you think this Pokédex is going to be with us? And we know that most Pokemon don't talk. Pikachu doesn't talk. Now, Meowth does talk, but this Pokédex that's now inhabited is talking as well. And I want you to think, how will this help Ash? What information can the Rotom Pokédex give Ash continually in the remainder of this book that's going to help him on his ultimate journey and his ultimate quest, which is to be the best Pokemon master and Pokemon trainer he can be? Think about that. Why do we need a talking Pokédex? And I want you to comment in our classroom, and I want you to comment on why you do that, because we're going to have a little activity about that later. All right, so we make it to, that's really what goes on in chapter 8, the end of chapter 8. Who arrives? Yes, yes, yes. Team Rocket. Now you got to know how this show up. So let's talk about flat and round characters again real quick. Team Rocket. We know quite a bit about them because we have that knowledge. But as this book is developing, Team Rocket is becoming a stronger character, gaining more information. So it's definitely a round character. And Team Rocket is in the forest, and they come across a Pokemon that they have never seen before. And to them, it's dressed like a Pikachu, but it's really a Pokemon that disguises itself, okay? And the Pokemon that disguises itself is one that's called a Mimikyu. Mimikyu? If I said that wrong, be certain to tell me how to say it. All right, so this Pokemon mimics. Now I'm going to ask you, why is this Pokemon in the forest? This Pokemon, is this a good Pokemon or a bad Pokemon? Is this Pokemon like a Meowth, or is this Pokemon like a Pikachu? I want you guys to make a decision. I want you to tell me in the classroom today. I want you to think about, is this Pokemon going to help Team Rocket, or is this Pokemon going to hurt Team Rocket? You guys, that really wraps it up for chapter 7, 8, 9. They are totally fast chapters because, again, it's rising action. And because of that, we're going to work on our plot diagram. We haven't done that in a while. So we're right here. We've moved up this plot diagram. We've come to this point that's near our story climax, but not there. The first one is Ash stays in Alola. That's the first part of Rising Action. Number 2, Ash is given that Z-Ring by Tapu Koko. Then he actually meets Tapu Koko. And now we have the 2 last parts of Rising Action. Ash receives the Rotom Pokédex, which you guys have to tell me is going to help him or not, and how it's going to help him. And finally, Team Rocket arrives. Team Rocket is what is called our antagonist. An antagonist is someone who kind of bothers you or bothers our main character. And we all know Team Rocket likes to steal Pokemon. So the whole point of them hanging out in our book right now is that they are going to start causing some conflict. Remember, we have a story problem. Ash needs to solve something. What is Ash solving? Well, he already solved the mystery of what the Tapu Koko wanted from him. Tapu Koko wanted to show him his Z move and give it to him. The next thing is what Ash always is trying to do, and that is to collect Pokemon and to be the best Pokemon trainer he can be. All right, we have these character trading cards we're going to work on. Now, I'm going to give you some examples, and I want you to work on these independently. You'll have all week long to work on these trading cards. You're going to draw the Pokemon if they're missing. As you can see, I do not have an Ash over here. As you can see, there is a Pikachu over here. But I want you to think about character traits and what are character traits. And I'm going to give you an example. We're going to work on Ash together, and then I'm going to leave you to do Pikachu and the next 2 screens, which is Team Rocket and Tapu Koko, to really think about what type of characters they are. And draw when you need to draw, guys. It's totally cool to use clip art if you need to do that. All right, so let's talk about Ash. What type of character is Ash? Well, he's a boy, right? And he's a Pokemon trainer. By the time he gets to Alola, he's already gone through Palatown and Violet Town and some of these other places. So he's become more experienced. His mission is to collect Pokemon, right? Is Ash, let's talk about Ash as a character. Is he confident in this book? In the Pokemon School Challenge, is he confident? I would say yes. I would say Ash is confident. And some of the other books prior to this one, not so much. So I would also say Ash likes to explore. And I would say that he is looking to capture all the, right? Remember we had regional Pokemon. Now, that character trait means he's kind of inquisitive. Inquisitive. That means he is curious, all right? So well, maybe we'll change that to curious. That might be a better word. He's curious. So these are Ash's character traits. And as you go to draw Ash here, there's one little thing left down here to do. So who is Ash's Pokemon? Yeah, it's Pikachu. And I want you to do the same thing for character traits for Pikachu. Those are easy. Think about Pikachu. What type of Pokemon is he? Yeah, he's an electric, he's a mouse type. But what is his character like? Is he confident? Is he willing? Is he trustworthy? Is he loyal to Ash? Those are the words I want to see you write down. Here's my goal for you. I'm going to write it right here. I wrote a lot over here, and that's great. I am helping you through this. But remember, guys, in this class, there's no wrong answer. All I ask is that you try. And if you write one word down that describes Pikachu and it's yellow electric mouse type, rock it. It's good. So here's what we're going to say about Pikachu. I'm going to give you an example. I would like you to put 3 words down to describe his character. Those words could be, all right, these are mine, but you can use them if you want. He's loyal. He's a bit cunning, meaning he figures things out. And I would say he is also friendly. He's definitely friendly, right? Those are good character traits, but think of your own. If you can add on to that list, that's great. Who's his trainer? Yeah, you guys know who that is, so make sure you fill that on your card. And then finally, the next one, if you would like you to do the same for Team Rocket, who is his Pokemon, and list their character traits. You know their character traits are maybe they're cunning, maybe they're devious. Those are words mean maybe they're not truthful, maybe they're sly, they're out to capture Pikachu often, they want to collect Pokemon. All right, the next one is Tapu Koko, and here's where I want you guys to be really creative. We don't know a lot about Tapu Koko, but you can find out a lot. You guys know a lot about that Pokemon and that character. He is a Spirit Guardian Pokemon, and he is very curious, and he has chosen Ash to receive that Z-Ring. So as you're thinking about what type of character he is, write down those words. Again, guys, my goal for you is 3 words. If you get more than that, that's awesome. Complete sentences are great, but if you don't get them, you can list just like I did on the other ones, 1, 2, and 3. If you get more, that's even better. So when you're done, you want to cut these cards out of the paper. There's 4 on your sheet of paper, and then you're going to fold it right down here in the middle, and you can either tape the edges together to make a trading card, or you can put a few dots of glue. Don't forget to draw your Tapu Koko over there. All right, guys, that brings us to the last part of the book. Woohoo, week 4 is next week. So make sure you read chapters 10, 11, and 12. We've almost made it to the end. You guys can do this. All right. Now, we have not reached the story climax yet. We will reach that in chapter 10, 11, or 12. So as you're reading next week, here's the last thing I'm going to leave you with. Think of that moment when the story changes, when Ash has accomplished his goal to collect Pokemon on Alola. All right, guys. As always, this is your Flex class. This is your Flex classroom. Check in whenever you want. I look forward to seeing your Tapu Koko trading card collection, your character cards from this week. Make sure you post them in the classroom so we can share in each of your results. Have a great week.